Oh yeah, there we go. See that? Right overhead. Right there. Saw that there a few times before. They used to use them all. This creep pulling up here now. Backing in right on time. Oh, it's that house too. They always do it at that house. That house is the worst for the stalking. Yeah, plane overhead. It's kind of like the days when it started in Toronto. They used to use the planes constantly. There we go. Some timing here. Always this house. As soon as I arrive, they do it all the time, those people there. But it's not always the same people from the house that do it, but that house does it consistently. Oftentimes at nighttime they do. They're ready as soon as I leave. There's a one headlight car coming right here. See it? The white car there. His left side, my right, is off. The headlight there. See right here. Clearly off there. Again, don't expect them to get stopped by the police because despite the fact that that is against the law, they never get stopped for doing that. And very clear that the police see them doing that because they're always around. So they'd be blind and inept if they didn't see them. So quite clear there what's going on, and quite clear that it's coordinated with the police and with these people who work along with them, who have been paid off to be a part of this operation, and that is a sensitization tactic. The target is supposed to see that all the time and become accustomed to seeing it. It's sensitization. Interesting. So tonight I'm walking the opposite direction on the street where I live, because every single night they have that guy, pretty much that one house, doing the same time exit entry. So as I go down this way, you can see that on this side nothing's happening. They don't have anything set up because they expect me to always go up the other way. So I'm taking an alternate route tonight. And I suspect if I regularly do this, they will set things up on this side. But to this point, up to this point, as per past where the house where I live, moving in this direction on the street, there's nothing. They don't have anything set up. It's all in that one area where I've shown numerous times, the area where I turn down. From there up to the house, they have it set up in a whole bunch of houses. People prepared to do these same time exit entry things and come outside and start coughing as soon as I go by. But on this side, I'm walking up here tonight, nothing. Stone silence. And this is the way it would typically be, right? You would expect this on like a quiet side street. So you can see the difference here. Completely quiet. Now again, if I do this regularly, if I go up this way regularly, you'll start seeing a few people start coming out. They'll have it set up at a few different places on this side of the street. But you can see clearly nothing here. Now there's some people walking there, but that's just random, right? But yeah, on that other side all the time, every single night. It's either that guy, the large house on the left side, close to where the place is where I turn, or the guy with the truck who just stands out front and starts coughing and drives off as soon as I arrive. But now walking this way, nothing. So you can see how obvious it is that that's all set up. Again, this morning, the guy in the house on the left side, well, my right when I'm coming back, but the left when I'm leaving, he came out as soon as I arrived and just stood on his porch, kind of smirking and whatnot. So it'll be interesting to monitor. I want to see if I start taking this route regularly, how they quickly switch it up and have people on that side of the street start doing the same thing. Because on the other side, they do it all the time. Like the area where I turn down from the main intersection onto the side street where I live. They do it continually up to the point where the house is where I live. After that, it seems I didn't notice any activity up to now. So having walked that way tonight, they didn't have anything set up because they didn't expect me to go this way at all. So you can see the difference there. But again, I want to experiment and see how quickly they get that set up on that side of the street, because they will probably do it there too. They'll have people do it, but it seems as if they haven't really. Now they probably have people there that they could quickly activate to do that. I don't doubt that, but doesn't seem like up to yet, as of yet, they have, because there was nothing at all there. Stone silence, and that's what you'd expect at this time of night. It's almost 10, right? So. I mean, and again, this is typically a quiet area, so this is a different route. Again, I'm going to probably try to take this route more often and see if that changes. See, I want you to take note of the difference from when I walk there tonight to the next times I go there, which I have a couple nights off next, so it probably won't be the next couple nights, but, well, sorry, when am I working next? Saturday night, but I might not believe, we'll see. But there will be a difference, a notable difference, and I want to point that out. You'll see a significant, more than likely a significant change, because you saw that tonight. There's absolutely nothing there, completely quiet, because they expected me to go out the other way. They had that guy probably set up to come out in his front porch, drive off, or stand on the porch with a bunch of people and start coughing at the moment I came by. And they come out right when I arrive there too, usually. So, yeah, noticeable difference tonight. There we go. Yeah, dancing nurses. They got an emergency they have to go to. Look at this. What time? Timing here, man. Look at the timing. Right as I arrive. Oh, you gotta love it, man. And they turned it off right now. You see that? They just turned it off right now. Notice that? Turned it off right away. So they come right to the intersection where I am. Right as they turn off the siren. Now, if they were going to attend to something right now, important, they would have left it on, because they would have needed to clear the way. That's what the siren's for. So that they can get through, right? For an emergency. Yet they turned it off right as they passed me at that intersection. So good to see the dancing nurses there, though. And there's a cop car coming on the left. So both sides. Which side should we go? Let's see here. We go this way or we go this way? Yeah, look at this here. Is he turning in here? Not the taxi. Okay, yeah, he's waiting. So, remember, as I showed the last time I was going to work at night, I usually go up that way down there. First time I tried something different, going the opposite way, taking a longer route around to the bus stop. I showed last time there's absolutely no one out when I went this way. Now look. Knowing that I might go this way, they've got something set. They've got stuff set up here. But typically they use that one house. See? So there's already been two cars. So as soon as I came out, there was that one car that drove off right away. And then there's this one idling out here. Now again, I showed, remember the video that I showed, how quiet and dead and still everything was when I went this direction last time. So this time you're already seeing activity there. See? People driving off right when I'm coming through. The one car was at the ready immediately and drove off as soon as I came out, but they weren't sure which direction I was going to go in. So if I would have went the other way, they probably would have had those people on the one side of the street come out of their house and start coughing. So I'm going up this way now. Again, I want to show the contrast between what it was when I left the last time, when I filmed myself going up this way, and this time. So I've already seen some activity right away as soon as I exited. Let's see what else we have here. Again, prior to that night, I had never even come up this way at all since living here. But they were so consistently going with the people coming out of that one house at night every time I left that I thought, okay, let's see what happens if we go this way. So they're going to get a night off tonight. They were probably prepared waiting for the text message. And if I would have went that way, they would have got the text message and they would have come out. Waited till I left, probably drove off or you know, hung around on their porch coughing. But, so I'm going this way now. Now, aside from those cars right when I came out, it's pretty still. But, we'll see here if there's any more. Probably going to be something else. A little bit more before I turn. Again, it's, you know, it's dark outside. Nighttime. And you can see how they drive, like, really, really slow, too. Yeah, the one car that was waiting right just next to the house where I came out of, that one was obviously there because they figured I might come up this way. So it's there kind of just to send a message. And see the timing there. Lights going on right as I come by. Another car coming up here. So again, there's a noticeable difference from when I went up this way the first time and this time here. We'll continue to document that and see if there's any further changes. And again, some nights I'm going to go up the other way. We'll mix it up a little bit. We'll see. But you can see how obvious it was from the other videos with them using that specific house constantly with me going up that way. So, and having them regularly go out and start coughing right when I would arrive. So. Relatively quiet aside from that car that they had waiting. And 100% that car was there waiting for me to come out. They got the message, they were told to wait there, and you could see they just drove off as soon as I left. So here's somebody coming out now too. So more activity than the last time I came up this way, definitely. But again, they have a couple people, well, quite a few people on that other area of the street all the way down set up to do these things. So I want to show how that happens on this side as well. More than likely it will. I'm going to document that regularly and show when I'm leaving at night. Because the other time there was absolutely nothing, like no one at all, completely quiet. The thing is, here in Gatineau too, there's so many street lights that are burnt out that the visibility at night is very poor. So although these glasses are pretty decent, even at nighttime, here the visibility is really bad. When you come up to the main street, it's not so bad, but on those side streets, like, you can see how many of the street lights are just completely burnt out, and they don't replace them. Not much maintenance done at all. This guy he's gonna come up to the stop where I'm gonna go to. See him on the phone there? The guy wandering back and forth on the phone, wearing the yellow. On the phone again now. He's gonna walk over to the stop here. I'd be willing to bet anything on it. See that now he waits, he watches for me, checks the phone, and he's slowly walking over, turning where he is. Now, is that somewhere where you would be standing typically? Okay. He's not at the stop, he's just standing right there. And he's gonna walk over here, you'll see. Yeah, this is done with intent. And then they're going to send this guy over here as well. You'll see the guy coming over from the store. He's going to stop here too. You'll see. Let's see. He's going to come over. He's going to slowly make it slow and casual, and then he's going to come over here and wait by the top. Because that was his task right there. Go in, make it casual. Now. Got his drug deal here, and then they're gonna move on. Let's see. Is this here? Yeah. Fucking, that looks legit. Let's go up here. So they got people set up. Literally every night I leave, they have people set up to do these little assignments. Now you can see how obvious that is. Now look at the reason. Now as I move away, see they're moving away right now. You can see it. Look at them moving away. So I start walking this way. And they move back down here. See? Okay, now I go back over here and I'll see what they do. See what they do now. See if they go back. Yeah, it seems legit. It's all set up to kind of make it look like to try and make it look somewhat natural. But you can see where the guy was standing, and that was obviously done with intent. They wanted me to see it. Now I come back over. Now they're gonna walk back over again. And the one guy came out of the store. And this guy's over here. Now, what would be the point of waiting that close to where the guy already is in the store? It makes no sense at all. So he was given that assignment. Now they're going back into the store to make it look like there's some legitimate reason to be here. Now I suspect they're probably going to come out of there and then mosey on over to the bus stop as they come out. We'll see. So they know right when I'm leaving, and they have these things set up. But that is very obvious. Because you could just tell, and they intentionally had him stand there, right, to make it look weird and awkward, so knowing that I would recognize it for what it was. But you could see with that footage, it's very clear that that was not organic at all. Hear that? Now that is obviously one of the broken muffler cars there. The cars that has had their muffler tampered with to intentionally be really loud. I mean, that just sounds awful. Like a gunshot going off. We're gonna see some foolishness here as I go back. I'm sure of that. We'll have one of these people, probably the house on the right side of the street. They're gonna have people come out, so just keep a lookout for that. I'll show you. They'll probably start coughing, or it could be that guy who's on the same side as the house that I live on that side of the street. He's often out there coughing too, so they'll have someone waiting, I suspect. Or they'll be pulling in right as I arrive. They might have that set up. They'll have them waiting somewhere in the area, and then just when they get the text message, drive in and synchronize it with my arrival there. So probably see some of that. We'll see. And when I left last night, I left going in the other direction, so the opposite direction on the street that I usually leave from. I've been trying this the past couple nights as an experiment, and also just to show how obvious it is, because the first night I did it, absolutely nothing was going on. It was absolutely quiet. There was no one around there, because they had it primarily set up on just the one side of the street that I live on, knowing that I always go up there to come to get my bus. So I took an alternate route and tried it again last night, and then last night there car waiting right outside my house, and as soon as I left, it pulled off. So that was obviously done just to send me a message letting me know, because they knew that I would recognize it. So got the footage of that also. And yeah, we're gonna hear the coughing here as we come through. Rest assured of that. Hear the coughing. You won't see these creeps doing their assignments here. And these people in the house on the right are always home. Always home. Daytime, nighttime. So they don't work. They just do things like this. So let's see if they're out there. Well, oh no, the other guy's out there. So you can see him sitting in his truck here. See the guy on the left? Now, right now, look at this. Sees me, and right now, look at this. Look at this. Look at how obvious this is. Yeah, it's that house there. The same one. Let's see if he's going to be blocking the sidewalk, or if he's actually able to park the vehicle properly. Yeah, nice driving there, buddy. Is he backing in? Okay, he's going to block the sidewalk here, so we can't walk here. You'll see the house. They'll be out there. These people will start coughing. They're right there. They got the man bun there, blocking the sidewalk every single time I come back here. Okay, let's hear. This man bun, yeah. Lady boy. Yeah, they're always out. So as soon as they come back again, that's like what, 100 times they've been doing that. And they get paid to do that. And this creep here with this truck here, he does it a lot too. He comes out and stands and coughs when I come by. He's not out there today though. Seems like that guy actually has a job, unlike those losers at there as the creeps. But yeah, you can see how obvious that is. I've shown them dozens of times doing the same thing.